everyone, it is Dani and welcome to this update video this morning. I hope that you're doing really well. Now we're going to be looking at what is happening across the Atlantic with focus being on the Caribbean as per usual. But here we're looking at the infrared satellites and we can see all of that activity associated with the front which extends into the Caribbean. We can see that the Western Caribbean is getting quite active in terms of all of that rainfall and the cloud cover and even some thunderstorms moving through some areas as well. But then as we look further out there into the Atlantic, we can definitely see that cluster of showers and thunderstorms. Now that is in association with an area of low pressure with a couple of fronts attached to it. Now let's zoom into the Caribbean. Here we can see that there is a lot going on for sure, especially offshore of Costa Rica and Nicaragua. We can see all of that cluster of convective activity and even some thunderstorms as well. So those white dots indicate lightning strikes. And of course, there's some rainfall moving through some areas which may trigger flooding as we head through today. So we'll be going on to the rainfall forecast map in a moment. So much of the Western Caribbean is being blanketed by all of this cloud coverage. Over in the Eastern Caribbean, we can see that there is an overall contrast where there's not much happening compared to the Western Caribbean. Even see some activity moving through parts of the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands. Let's go on to that rainfall forecast. Here we can see that this map becomes quite colorful across some areas. So starting with northern South America, especially for Colombia, there could be some substantial rainfall today, potentially some flooding as well. Similar story as we head into some spots in Venezuela and the Guyanas too, Guyana, Suriname, French Guiana. As we head toward Trinidad and Tobago, even for the ABC Islands, Grenada, the Grenadines, St. Vincent, Barbados, there may be some showers moving through. Matter of fact, there was some flooding in parts of Trinidad yesterday, so it wasn't widespread across the entire country, but there has been some substantial rainfall, which was enough to unleash flooding across some areas. So please be mindful of that even as we head through today, guys. But the Euro model is showing that from St. Lucia going all the way north through Anguilla, including the Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, and most of the Dominican Republic, it may be quite dry today. There may not be much rainfall activity. And speaking of dryness, there's been some dust in the Southeast Caribbean, but that is slowly dissipating. You may have noticed the improvement, which is some good news because I know that it is certainly a nuisance for many persons. Headed toward Haiti and even Jamaica, parts of Cuba, up into the sections of the Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands, there could be some showers today as well. For some areas, it may be heavier than others as we head toward the Cayman Islands, though, and parts of Western Cuba over into Central America. It will likely be a lot more active with more heavy rainfall. So some higher totals are possible there as we head through today, up to 3 inches across some of these areas. Mexico going towards the Keys of Belize and Belize itself, the Bay Islands, Honduras, parts of Guatemala, even some spots in El Salvador and Nicaragua may experience some substantial rainfall. But then as we head through to Costa Rica and Panama, we can certainly see that it gets quite colorful there. But for the offshore islands of San Andres and Providencia, much is not expected today. And also going up towards Florida, much is not expected. Now, that cool down is forecast by models as I've been talking about for some time now. So as we head into tomorrow, this is what GFS is showing. We can see these blue shadings which represent below normal temperatures by a couple degrees. So across portions of the southern U.S., Central America, especially from Mexico, going toward parts of Belize and Guatemala, the Cayman Islands, Cuba, portions of the Bahamas as well, could experience that dip in temperature. Then this extends towards Jamaica and even the Turks and Caicos Islands, potentially for Haiti. We'll see how that goes as we head into Sunday. And then Euro is also showing a similar thing. This is as we head into Sunday morning. We can see these blue shadings across portions of the Northern Caribbean, also for the US and over in Central America. So here we can see that the models are in agreement with this, but with the front passing, there's going to be an increase in those wave heights and even those winds as well. So at the maximum, winds could be up to 30 knots or so across portions of the Western Caribbean. And this is the wave height forecast from GFS as we head into Sunday morning. So here we can see some of these green going to these yellowish shadings across portions of the Western Caribbean. So those wave heights could be up to 10 feet across portions of the Western Caribbean. Now that could cause some difficulty as it relates to marine activities across portions of Central America, the Caribbean coast of Belize, even for the Keys as well, the Bay Islands of Honduras and even Honduras, and eventually areas such as Jamaica, even going toward parts of Western Haiti. There could be some difficulty with those rougher seas out there. So please stay safe, guys, and please be mindful of that. And I'll be keeping you posted on all that is happening as we head through the next couple of days and eventually into a brand new year. So that is it for right now, and I hope you found this video to be quite informative. But if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments. I'll respond to you when I get the chance to do so. And remember to always be weatherwise.